Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, World Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about view range. How important is it in the battlefield of World of Tanks Blitz? Now, I've been playing a lot of World of Tanks lately, which is the bigger brother, and in World of Tanks, view range is absolutely necessary for some vehicles. If you're driving a light tank or some of the British mediums, you have a lot more view range than your average tank, and you can spot for your team and get assistance damage. It's something that makes the game a lot more enjoyable and feels like teamwork. In Blitz, view range does not really have the same meaning because the maps are not even half the size. They're like 1/5 the size of a PC map. And what that means is that view range goes a lot further in Blitz to spotting almost everything in front of you, but because the maps are so small, a lot of tanks that just have normal view range are able to detect much in front of you. So, if we take a look at a vehicle like the Sheridan, this vehicle has 325 meters of view range. I have to find where the heck I don't even know where it's put under. There you go, 325.2 meters of view range. This vehicle currently carries the most view range in the game. And what that means is that you can detect opponents from further away. So if I'm on a map like, let's say, Oasis Palms, and the enemy's on heavy side, I can spot them far enough away that they won't see me. But that also has to do with camouflage. The way view range works is essentially there's a certain amount of distance you can spot your opponents at. I think Blitz, I might be wrong, but I think Blitz is around 250 meters. However, anything that has more than 250 meters of view range is going to eat into your camo. So essentially what that means is if you have poor camo, let's say you're a mouse or a minotauro, and you're within 250 meters of a tank like the Sheridan, because you have such bad camo values, the Sheridan's just going to spot you instantly. However, if you're a vehicle like a light tank and you actually have decent camo values, it means that your view range is not going to have an easy time detecting a tank even when they are within 200 meters away. So view range is a very, very important mechanic in the game. But is it super important when it comes to Blitz? And the question is, I don't actually think so. Like, yes, in certain maps, it is absolutely necessary. Like Canal, it can be completely necessary to have good view range to spot the enemy team. But on a map like this, where view range is, well, you can say I can't really do much with it, it's definitely a different aspect. Now we can see that the Caro just got pooped on, and I'm going to poke the Caro as well. Get a nice slap into him. But this is the bigger difference between light tanks in Blitz and light tanks in World of Tanks PC. In World of Tanks, light tanks don't really have a lot of DPM. They have good view range, some of them, and they have good spotting, good camo, but they don't have good DPM. They feature pretty poor DPM, to be completely honest. Probably on average about maybe 2,000 DPM for vehicles like the T100 LT base, vehicles like the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. That's bad DPM. My Char MLE 75 has about 1,700 DPM. The Sheridan on World of Tanks Blitz base has about 2,500 base damage per minute. And that's because Wargaming knows in Blitz you can't really just spot in a light, because if you try to, you're not going to get much done. You can see, like, even that Badger is able to detect me from what was about 200 meters away, which kind of sucked for me. But because I have so much alpha and actually pretty decent DPM, we were able to make up the difference. Now, this battle we've done pretty good so far. We've already done, what, 2,800 did I read? We're going to try and get another shell into this Badger here. Come on, shoot at me. Yes, and boom, there you go. Another nice slapperoonie into the Badger. And with that, we're already up over 3,000 damage. So not bad at all. And this was a pretty good example of where view range in Blitz doesn't really matter. I mean, it really didn't. We were just able to kind of chill, get some shots into our opponents. Let's go for a miss, a swing and a miss on the Caro. Bit unfortunate, but it's fine. We're going to reload anyway in 7 more seconds. And I'm going to try and clear this Caro over here. This player, I think the Caro is, what, a 3.5 second intro clip, which is way too long to kill me. So I'm just going to bop him. There you go. We even get a bounce. So long live the enemy Caro. We can see the other ones coming for me. But we just got to reload for another couple seconds here. And, well, I mean, what I'm hoping to do is I'm going to go like this. And then maybe we can HE the Caro. Oh, really? Really, 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 really. My HE Alpha is 680, and we pinned him, and it low rolled for 622. We still did good, to be fair. We did just about the best we could have in the situation we were thrown in, and we were very easily able to come out with a victory. In total, we did 4,352 damage, and it looks like we spotted about 600 damage. So not too bad. That's about 4,900 combined, and we were able to support our team. But you could definitely see how in that battle, view range really didn't make much of a difference. I mean, if I was in the T100 LT, the Vickers Light, it wouldn't have mattered if I had used more view range or less view range in the situation I was stuck in because of the fact that the map is so small. So it's just a weird thing to me that you play World of Tanks and view range is such an important skill. You want to make your heavies have the most view range, apart from equipments with skills like recon, just so that lights are going to be detected when they shoot at you. And then you go over to like Blitz and you realize how much of a different aspect this game is on the fact that the maps are so small. I mean, heck, in World of Tanks, there's a thing called a render range, and if people are outside of that range, you can't see them at all. Like, neither can they see you. And that's just another really funny thing about the game. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. There is the enemy prog, and we're just going to get a nice shot into the prog. Now, that is a nice thing about lights. Obviously, using camouflage in a bush allows me to spot that Progetto and not be detected myself. However, I have just realized that bad things are possibly going to happen to me in the form of nobody on my team being here. So, let's go for a shell into the T100. Unfortunately, it did miss. But yeah, I'm going to leave because this is a disaster right now waiting to happen. So, the prog does get a bit of engines back into me. I'll give him credit. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not very, very fun at all. We shouldn't be spotted, so I'm just going to keep going. We should be fine. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Well, I mean, our team all went down, which I can't say is a good decision. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. Right now, I'm just going to sit here, and there you go, spot the enemy Type 68. Now, this here is a good example of where view range is important. I was able to spot that Type 68, even shoot and not be detected. That's a really big thing. Unfortunately, we didn't shoot him. We shot at him. And in a battle like this, I'm not very excited to see what's going to happen here because, well, I don't really have the ability to do much this game. Their team's kind of lit up on the hill, and I was really expecting that prog to try and send this side, but it looks like he actually didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redline. I don't think we're going to get really any damage out this battle because of the way our team went. But there's the Type 68 again. Maybe we can get a shell into him and fire. There you go. Unfortunately, the moment I shoot is when the V4 gets detected right in front of me, which means, yeah, we're going to lose a bit of health. Let's go for an easy shot into the V4 and start backing up. All right, let's go for one more easy shot into the V4, and now we're in cover. Okay, I mean, we actually took a little decent chunk off that player. A lot of people always think the V4 is just the most overpowered tank, and yes, it's pretty strong, but I mean, you can see how weak its side armor is when you're able to actually shoot at its weak spots. Alright, well, let's reload again here. You can see how this V4 physically cannot spot me. And even though I can't pen him, it shows where view range is very important. It does. So, pretty lame battle, honestly, to be completely honest. This was probably one of the lamer battles I've played in Tier 10. Let's aim it on that V4. There you go. Get another nice shot into his tank. We get spotted again. We're going to reload. And I think he fired, so let's just... Never mind. That man got absolutely pooped on. Oh, there you have it. Pretty lame victory, to be completely honest. But it was also an expected victory. Our whole team went down. I was able to spot them trying to push down, give my team the assisted fire. So we only did 1,400 damage. And we spotted 3 tanks, and that was it. I mean, that's kind of how Blitz is. But we did get a spotting award. I don't even think we assisted really any damage, did we? If we go to damage assisted, we assisted 0, yeah. So, yeah, kind of a lame battle. Our whole team kind of did lame because of the fact that we captured bases. I do like Supremacy, but sometimes base capture on Supremacy is kind of lame. I'm going to be completely honest. But I just thought I would talk a bit about view range, how it differs from World of Tanks and World of Tanks Blitz, and At the final verdict, is view range important in World of Tanks Blitz? Yes, it is. Being able to spot your opponents like that 268 version 4 and not being detected yourself is very important. However, I actually believe that camouflage is more important than view range. As we can see, this is the T100 LT. I currently sit at, let's take a look. 274 meters of view range, which is 50 less than the Sheridan. And yet, in the T100 LT, sitting in a bush, I can outspot anybody in the game, and I will never be detected apart from proxy spotting. And that's because the camo values on this tank are so absolutely fantastic. So in a game like Blitz, view range is important, but it's only subjective to the tanks you run. In PC, it is absolutely important. So I just thought I'd make a video like this. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and this went a lot better than yesterday's attempt at it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.